Hi, hi. I'm Fumichika. Please call me Fumi. I'm a customer support of OpenLM. Today, I would like to explain the browser agent. So we have the on-premise agent, and then we have a browser agent newly. And then on-premise agent should be installed on the each workstation and then monitor the application on the desktop. And then it can also monitor the browser access like a google.com or something like that. On-premise agent can monitor the URL domain, also browser URL domain. But we have a browser agent, and then the purpose of we develop the browser agent is some of the client doesn't want to install agent, and then some of them would like to only monitor the browser domain URL. So that's why we created the browser agent. So if you go to the download site, we have a browser agent, and then go to the download for Chrome. And then as an admin, you can add this extension, and then uh, after the adding to the Chrome, please go to the documentation on the download site, and then you will see how to set it up. It's not that difficult. It's quite simple, but I will show you how to do it. So after adding the extension to Chrome, go to the extension tab and then click on the agent, and then you can choose the cloud or on-premise. So talking about cloud, it's already deployed with the identity service. And then talking about on-premise, you can choose identity service security mode or not. And then right now I'm using the on-premise option, and then type the URL of on-premise server, and then your username and the workstation name. And then connection is established. So it's successful. So now the browser agent is connected to OpenM server. But talking about OpenM Cloud, that are identity service, in this process, while this doing this setup, you will be asked to import the JSON file, authorization JSON file. It's because of the identity service security mode. Even on premise, if you are using identity service security mode, you need to import the authorization file. So for example, in this cloud site, if you go to the security authorization tab and then add and then choose the browser agent. So you can download the authorization JSON file from here. Yeah, this goes for the on-premise with identity service security mode. While setting up, you'll be asked to import the authorization JSON file. Yeah. So if you go to the now, like I'm using an on-premise, and then browser agent is connected to OpenLM server on-premise, and then just like the way you add the LM license manager, you can add Google like this. Not only Google, like you can name it like whatever, like any site, but it's a domain. It's limited to domain URL. We are planning to implement it to the precise path, like a google.com chat or Gmail or something like that, the path in the future, so that the customer using internet or SaaS like to have the many branches under the domain, like a branch, a small site for the under the big domain. You can monitor those small sites as well. But I mean, for now, we are planning to do it in the future. But for now, we can only monitor domain URL, and then choose a type, license manager type, like a browser. Yeah, and then it will start to monitor. Yeah, yeah, google.com slash something blah blah blah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So in the future, we are planning to do this, but for now, just a domain URL. So in the license server panel, you will see the Google instance we created. But not like the other license managers such as FlexLM, you never see it turns into the green color. It's a red color always. It's not error, just ignore it. And then maybe you cannot monitor the quantity, but just it sits there. So just ignore it. To monitor the license usage, not license usage, I mean browser access time monitoring, go to the license activity and then choose the instance, and then you will see the who is, who is using that site, how long, or something like that. So yeah, thank you very much. Bye now.